Back to the Closing Laps podcast. My name is Matt. We have Cam here, former NASCAR Truck Series, Cup Series, Xfinity Series. Hey, guess what? We're live on YouTube right
ARCA
now as well,
series.
in case you didn't hear the back feed there.
Are we
But how you doing,
live?
Cam?
Good. Hey, we are live. Heck
Oh,
yeah. I'm doing well. Sorry. I am doing well. It's been a crazy week over here, but doing well.
good. So, embarrassing moment here. Since this is our first live stream, I just muted my computer so that I didn't hear the live stream of us going. And I'm looking at you going, dude, I can't hear you right now. And it's because I had done this. So that was great. But yeah, no, excited to be back. We had Indianapolis this weekend. I went to the Cup race on Sunday.
Yeah.
Didn't make it up for the Xfinity race on Saturday, which I'm not actually that upset about as much as I like to see everybody. It was a million degrees in Indianapolis this weekend, worse than Chicago.
Yeah, so I was talking to a lot of my buddies, and my buddies were talking to me and telling me, yeah, it was horrendously bad, and it was not for the faint of heart, that's for sure.
It was bad. I was standing on pit road, basically like where you pull into gasoline alley right there, because William Byron's box is there, and if you turn around, there is a big screen behind you
Yeah,
for the grandstand to see. So that's actually works out really well if you stand right there. And there was like a shaded area where you can walk out gasoline alley at. Watch this middle-aged guy, not even like an old guy, pass out. Just boom, down.
whoa.
Yeah, it was kind of that was like the scary part because I'm like, okay, this is like serious now. Thankfully, the medical crew is literally right there, so they just put it in drive, rolled like 10 feet, and were able to grab him. But
Literally right there.
yeah, um, so thankfully they were all good. But yeah, it was a brutal, brutal weekend at the racetrack in terms of heat and maybe in terms of competition too on the Cup side of things.
Um, so
Go
okay.
ahead. No, go ahead
No,
because I know where you're going with this.
I love Indy.
Yeah.
Like we have to race Indy. It's a crown jewel. We have to do it, right?
Mhm.
That race sucked.
It was in my good race video, I gave it a 60, and that 60 was strictly on the strategy.
Yeah.
That's the only reason why. And the strategy saved this race. Without that, this race was dull. And I love Indianapolis. I'm a huge Indy 500 guy. I want to see the Cup Series at Indianapolis,
Hmm.
but we got to figure something out in terms of race quality.
Yeah. No, I think that the race, and you and I talked about it. For strategy races, I like them
Mhm.
when it's one every other. And I feel like the past 7, 8 races, all of them are just straight strategy. The reason that people are going strategy is you can't pass
No
on the
pass.
track.
No passing.
All the passing is done
In
on
the
pit
pits.
road.
Yeah. I mean, there's 0 passes for the lead on Sunday, which again, it's Indianapolis. It's always been hard to pass. I don't care if you're in a Gen 4, 5, 6, 7 car.
Correct.
It's always hard. It just is what it is. The unfortunate part is now when the leader gets out front, like they get clean air, they're gone. Austin Cindric
Yeah.
looked unbeatable. Did he have the
Yeah.
best car on Sunday? No.
No.
But when he got clean air, he was gone. Joey Logano, late in that race, we'll get to that in a second. If he had enough fuel, he probably wasn't going to get past
He probably was going to win the race by,
taking 2 tires.
yeah.
Yeah,
And by running it, and he honestly probably would have won by like 7 6 7 seconds. And that's sad.
it is. It's bad. So off the top here, Bubba Wallace wins the Brickyard 400, his third NASCAR Cup Series victory. Obviously, first win in 100 races. Got himself a crown jewel. Did it as an open car, only the third open car to ever win in the Cup Series.
Which honestly is crazy to think about that Bubba Wallace is considered an
An
open
open car.
car and won the race because of it, right?
I
Like,
think yesterday on DVC, Freddie Kraft was like, we just came out of the woodwork, decided to show up this weekend, and went ahead and won the race. As like they don't show every week, because the other 2 people that have won as open cars was SVG in Chicago
yep,
in the '91, and then not all Allmendinger at Indy when they were racing on the road course there
on
when
the
he was
road
driving for
course. Yeah, I
college.
forgot about that. Yeah, I
Yeah,
forgot they're considered an open car to win that race.
I know, right? Which is crazy, kind of
It's
when you think about it.
insane to think about, right? Like,
But
um,
yeah, for Bubba, massive, not career like defining by any means, but like he was there all day, top 5 car all day. Basically
Started on the front row.
started on the front row, ran right there at the front most of the day. Charles Denike had the strategy played out perfectly, and then when it came down to it, there at the end, because they had basically maxed out their fuel a couple pit stops prior, when he made that final stop, he didn't have to wait on fuel like some other people did, at least not as much. And he was able to jump up a position there. Logano cuts the tire down. He inherits the race lead, and then he has to survive 2 restarts against Kyle Larson, who, as we know, pretty good at this thing, and manages to do it.
Yeah, no, and honestly, I was thinking about this earlier. Start to finish, this, like, yes, I know Bubba's won races, and yes, I know that he has done well, right? And he's always been there on the bubble, right?
Yeah.
This might have been his best race he's ever raced.
I
In the Cup
100%
Series, at least.
100% agree there, just because I feel like, I'm sure a lot of people probably have this feeling too. It feels like something's going to go wrong with him, right? Like Talladega was the rain race. He wins that, had the best car, like one of the best cars that day, like hands down.
Probably
and that
would have been in the running for it to win it anyway. He had to win a rain race, you had to put yourself in position anyway, right? Like, he was there.
And those Gen 6 races, especially with a threat of rain coming, the intensity level of that race picked up in those closing laps, and it was some of the best racing you'll ever see on a super speedway. Then he went to Kansas in 2022, but he's driving the 45, Kurt Busch's car, and people are like, oh, it's Kurt's car. You and I know that that's just a rewrapped 23 car with the 23 team, but people still, won't give him credit for that. And now he gets this one, and like you said, start to finish, one of the best cars out there all day.
Yeah. He had definitely had to have some things happen, right? Like, let's say Joey doesn't blow that tire, right? He probably finishes second, barring some things happening, right? Or right?
Yeah.
But he did go out there and earn that win. He, like you said, he had to hold off Kyle Larson, who arguably is one of the top 5 racers in the world right 100%. Now, right? Like, so he earned that win.
I think for me, I really kind of not, hindsight 2020, wish we could have seen what the restart would have looked like if Logano, because the rain came, right? And the rain was always going to come. But Logano on the inside on old tires versus, Bubba on the outside with fresh tires, like, would those fresh tires have actually prevailed in that situation? And I guess it's all going to come down to who's pushing him as well, because that was a big deciding factor at the end of this race.
How crazy did you think it was that the 24 took the inside?
So I know people were like kind of up in arms about it, but if you think about it from a William Byron standpoint, he wants to win a crown jewel event. So the best option for him to probably slot out second is to restart behind the leader. Yeah. And I get it. Like, you can push Kyle Larson, but would he have been able to push Larson clear? And after he does that, guess what? He pushes his teammate clear, but now he's probably going to be stuck back third, fourth, fifth. Yeah. I think he made the right call. The Denny one was kind of the more interesting one, where he still just elected to give up that second row starting spot on the outside to take third row inside. Yeah,
I thought that was insane. But I mean, honestly, if you think about it, he probably liked his car on the inside better. Yeah. And so on the outside, it was Larson. Who was behind Larson?
Josh Berry.
That's right.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, if it's me, you take the inside all day long, right? The inside line's gonna prevail, and especially at that track where the outside line, the reason you can't pass is because there is no outside line, right?
And the Xfinity series there is. Yeah.
Huh?
So the Xfinity there is.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Unless
Kyle Larson's inside of you, then there's none.
Then you just wreck them.
Then there's all the lanes are the inside lane at that point.
Yeah.
So it was a rather uneventful race, like we talked about. The Penske cars got off strategy literally on lap like 18 when we had Ross and McDowell just decide that they're going to trash each other for literally 31st place.
I thought when that happened, I instantly was like, okay, it's Ross. He's probably running like 10th. And then looked and went, oh no.
It was
Oh
bad.
no. We're doing this for 31st, baby. Let's go.
And I don't know if you listened to the onboard that they put out of both cars.
No.
The 71 of McDowell is like, oh, he braked really early getting into the corner. If you listen to the onboard, I don't know if the engine tone, the RPMs really match what McDowell is saying there, but I guess maybe if that's the way you want to look at it.
I think McDowell sent that bitch and
Oh yeah.
everybody else.
I think he's like, bro, you're blocking for 31st right now. Like, what are we doing here? And
Yeah, let me
and then
go.
his day went downhill too, so
Yeah. Yeah.
bad overall. Number of tire issues. Obviously, you had Cindric blow a tire while he was leading, Logano blow a tire while he was leading, Cole Custer not anywhere close to leading, but still blew a tire. Eric Jones loses a tire after his pit stop and just annihilated the wall. I was standing right there when he drove by, and I was like, yeah, there's no repairing that, guys.
Okay, can we talk about this? I'm honestly tired of the dialogue on Twitter about, oh, we've had so many more loose wheels since we've gone from the 5 lug to the single lug. No shit.
Yeah, no kidding.
Like,
We know.
sorry, but that literally that's all you can say is no shit, because there's 5 lugs and 1 lug, and the way that hub works, if you don't get it engaged, it's screwed.
Yeah.
Right?
100%.
Like, it's not going to go on, especially if you don't jack the car back up.
So that's actually the more confusing thing about that to me, because when you watch on pit road, because I saw the replay in real time, and as soon as he set the car down, the tire changer puts the gun back on the nut to try to secure it again, and I'm like, you can't do that. Like, I guess I'm not sure if people realize that or not, but like with the single lug, when the weight's on the wheel and you try to secure the lug nut, it's not most of the time not going on. You can, but most of the time it's not going to work.
It'll ratchet a little bit. It won't go on.
It won't see.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why didn't he just call the jack? I understand it. I know in the moment
he should have.
He should have called the jack man, pick it up, hit the tire, and then he would have been
mics.
fine. Yeah.
They have mics. And I'm not gonna sit here and speculate and say that he did. But while you're out there, you're trying to go as fast as possible.
Oh yeah.
He probably thought he got it on, and so that's why he kept going.
Yeah. And obviously it's super easy for us to sit here and be like, why did you do that? Yeah. I know you understand a lot better than me, but like in real time, I was like, why didn't you just yell for him to come back? And then I'm like, well, probably because he was confident enough or felt good enough.
He felt good enough about it. Thought, okay, this is good enough, and said, screw it, send it. And now he's on vacation.
Nice 2-week vacation. Gets to avoid Iowa this weekend. And then,
poor guy.
I know.
That's such a terrible track to get in and out of.
Is it?
Oh,
I've never been.
It's literally, so you have a highway, the track, and there's one road in, one road out.
Nice.
It's worse than North Wilkesboro.
Nice.
And that's saying something.
The reason I've gone to North Wilkesboro is because of the situation around the roads there.
Yeah, you would enjoy North Wilkesboro.
I know. Maybe I'll go next year. We'll see. No.
If you're going inside, it sucks, because once you're in.
You're in.
You're in.
I didn't think about that, actually.
There's no way to get in, no way to get out.
I'll buy tickets for next year. That's a race that we're buying tickets for that race.
Yeah, 100%. I had a buddy, so last year when Ricky Spinhouse and Kyle Busch got into it, my buddy was the gas man for Ricky Spinhouse, and had to stay inside because couldn't leave.
Can't leave.
Yep.
Just sit there and fume for 2 hours about it.
It is. North Wilkesboro is NASCAR's Fenway Park. I'll give you that.
Yeah.
It is. I'll give you that one. But I hate going to that track.
The only comparison.
Spinhouse.
The only comparison I have to that is Salem, where once you're in, you're in. And I was there for an ARCA race one year. Zane Smith and Michael Self took each other out, like just both retaliated, and they're both stuck in this tiny infield, no buildings, no haulers, nothing in there.
Yep.
And yeah, they just.
Have you ever been to Florence?
No. South Carolina? No.
Yeah, Florence, South Carolina?
No.
It's the same way. You got to walk over the track, and there's a lot of heat going on there. Imagine this. Imagine you're at Bowman Gray
Mm-hmm.
and can't get out.
I like Bowman Gray a lot. Like I think that's a fun track to go to, but I would not want to be stuck in it.
Imagine those guys couldn't get out and they're just sitting there hot.
Imagine how much more chaotic it would be. Like it it would be dangerous for everybody involved if you literally couldn't leave Bowman Gray
It would be awesome.
after a race or mid-race.
All right, Rev, I see your Martinsville is Yankee Stadium. Are we talking new Yankee Stadium or old Yankee Stadium? Because those are two different things.
It's got to be old Yankee Stadium,
It's
right?
got to be old Yankee Stadium, right?
I would think so,
hate
at least.
the Yankees.
I just pulled up the chat. I completely forgot about the chat here as well.
We got a chat, man. We're live.
All these new things. Now, people listening to the podcast, like the audio version, you're not going to see the chat. But if you want to see it, you can go to YouTube, Break Hard on YouTube, and check it out there. Two other things from Indianapolis, real quick, race-wise, to finish up on. Ty Gibbs wins the in-season challenge. He beats out Ty Dillon, who I believe was 3 laps down, got caught up in an incident, kind of punched the nose in on that 10 car. There was a moment on the backstretch when Zane got turned by Christopher Bell that Ty Gibbs nearly got caught up in it, and there was a slight chance that Ty Dillon could have pulled out a miraculous victory in that. Did not. Ty Gibbs takes home $1 million. Did give $10,000 to Ty Dillon to give to a charity of his choice, which I thought was a nice little gesture from the other Ty there. And then Catherine Legg, P17 finish in a Live Fast Motorsports number 78 car. I know.
Did you see the video
of the onboard with the audio? Oh yeah, where they're like, she'd be a badass if we could get a test down.
Well, not even that. Like, did you see her like just take off and pass?
Oh
like
yeah, okay, that one.
people on that final restart.
She had plenty of fuel, so she was good to go.
Yeah.
Great run for her. I know typically everybody's like, oh, she finished 17th. She finished 17th in a Live Fast Motorsports car.
Yeah.
Like nobody else has been able to drag that car on a non-super speedway up to that position. So I'll give her some credit. That's a great drive for her. Stayed out of trouble, got better as the race went on. And if you looked at her qualifying time, you would not have expected her to finish 17th because she was
Not
like
at all.
6 seconds off the pace in qualifying, which maybe was them just being like, whatever.
Can we go back to the in-season challenge right quick?
Yes.
That was boring. Pointless.
Yeah, because all the big name drivers got taken out.
It was pointless.
Yeah.
Like the experiment did not work.
It's
I was so excited for it, and the experiment did not work.
the unfortunate part was they started it off at a super speedway in Atlanta. There's a giant 26 car pileup, or what? No, it was more than that, wasn't it? It was like 27, 28.
It was like 27, 28.
So many cars. So you automatically are just knocking out half of your big name drivers at that point. And listen, this was a great run for Ty Dillon because they're not getting the amount of TV time they did over the last 4 weeks without this in-season challenge. So it worked in that aspect. But in the aspect of making people interested in it, it's a lot like when you get down to that Final Four, that championship game, and you have, Duke going up against, VCU. All right, well, we know what's going to happen here. The Cinderella is going to end, and that's what it was. You had, unfortunately for Ty Dillon, going up against Ty Gibbs, who qualified really well. Race was meh, not the best race he's ever had, but the chances of him beating him were not in his favor.
My question is so on the broadcast, obviously you didn't get to watch the broadcast, but on the broadcast, Steve Letarte and them were talking about he was actually like driving to win the in-season challenge, right?
Fair, yeah.
And okay, yes, because you do get $1 million, but at the same time, you're telling me that he's not also going to try to win that race, right? Like he's going after that race. You're not telling me he's going to sit there and, this is going to hurt me on winning the in-season challenge.
And I think part of that too is TNT is trying to sell this in-season challenge. So they're like, look, he's focused on this. He's prioritizing this. And it's like, no, he's not. But yeah, overall, had a lot of fun at Indy. Shout out to the people that came up and said, hi, that was cool. Ty gives its gas man watches. So that's a fun thing there as well. One funny thing about Indianapolis that cracks me up, and I'm sure you've run, I know you've run into some funny security issues, and you can kind of skirt them, and one end does it different than another, which is the
I
most
hate
annoying
that
part.
track.
Indy is the worst with it because of the yellow shirts.
Those
But
damn yellow shirts.
so the Cup garage at Indianapolis is the old F1 garages, which are on the front stretch there, right behind pit road. Great garages, very spacious. They're great for the teams, unless you're down in points and you're back in the old garages. So that
Yep.
part sucks. But when you're walking in between the backside of the garages towards the infield, they put up this temporary fencing there for the Cup race because there's open garage stalls right there. So you can't just have people walking in and out of them. There's a gate there that you can cross through to get into the garages.
Which fence are you talking about?
So like if you're on like the infield side, like the Pagoda Plaza side, they set up that temporary fence
Okay.
around.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Okay,
Now.
so there's a door like in the gate that you can go through.
Yes.
But you have to get wanded down. Like you have to take everything out of your pockets, get wanded down. But if you just walk down Gasoline Alley and then go into the garage on the front side, no wands, no nothing. You can just breeze right on through. Makes no sense whatsoever.
None. We as as crew, not drivers, but as crew, they even like make it a pain in the butt for us,
I'm sure.
right? Like if we have the pass that gets us into the infield, and then they check every single one of our hard cards, right? And if you don't have that pass, you're not getting it, even if you show them your hard card or anything like that.
So frustrating.
It's awful. It's probably one of, if not the worst one that the series goes to for that.
So
Those
they do
yellow
it.
shirts are annoying.
They're so annoying. So they do another thing too at Indianapolis where I don't know if you experience this. They sell a pit pass for pre-race. So for an extra $100, if you have a ticket to the race, you can buy this add-on pit pass, which literally only lets you walk down pit road behind the pit boxes, and you can only do it before the race starts. So while all these poor crew guys are trying to set up their boxes,
And
it's
there's
100
no
degrees
room
out,
behind it.
there's no room at Indianapolis. It is
No.
Martinsville level of tight.
No,
And
it's worse. At least at Martinsville,
least there's no fence.
there's nothing back there, and
Yeah.
Martinsville honestly is pretty open for us.
Martinsville in the corner, especially turn 1 and 2, it gets tight because they put those light poles in there, and if you're stuck in a box by the light pole,
it does get tight, but for the most part, Martinsville isn't bad.
Okay.
Indy's terrible. IRP isn't great. If you're in the corner,
If you're in the corners, it's bad. Yeah.
Yeah, IRP in the corner is not great.
Straightaway, you got plenty of space
Plenty of space
behind you.
Honestly, one of the worst tracks we go to is Miami, and it's not even for behind the wall; it's the wall. The wall is literally like 5 feet tall and probably 3 feet wide. It's awful.
Why?
It's the worst wall.
It's a
My
NASCAR
back
track.
after jumping off that wall, your back hurts for 3 years.
Dang. And you played football for 4.
Yeah, 5. Well, 25, but yeah, 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that aspect of it. Yes. So yeah, some interesting security issues there at Indianapolis, but nevertheless, a great time. Yeah, it's always something hot, just so hot. I can't get over how hot it was.
Yeah,
But
it looked hot.
It was. I just constantly looking for shade. Got kicked out of the garage trying to find some shade. Which, in fairness, it was the garage that Ross came whipping into to repair the car. So I was like, I get it.
It checks out.
Understood. All right, moving on to the Xfinity Series race at Indianapolis. Obviously, there's 2 big stories in this race. Connor Zilic goes back to back, a three-peat for him.
I texted you as a joke right after he won it and said it still doesn't count as an oval because it's not an oval.
He won at Dover, though. Doesn't that count? Or it was a rain race. So
Rain delay.
Count. Yeah.
Rain delay. Does not count.
So he's won Pocono, Indy, and Dover now, and we still aren't crediting him with a oval win. Poor kid. I guess he's going to have to go out and win more. Oh, no.
Right? Darn.
But his win picked up Junior Motorsports' 100th win in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. Mark Martin got them started back in 2008 at the spring.
Wild.
Well, I guess the only race at that point at Las Vegas. Now, these years later, 100 wins. Fitting that the 88 picked it up because the 88 car is what got him started with Mark McFarland back in 05. So
Yep.
all that's great. Probably should have been Justin Allgaier getting them that 100th victory.
I was about to say I was rooting for Justin Allgaier to win that race just for the sentiment part of it. But it is pretty cool to see what Zilich is doing.
Yeah, it was great for him. Did you see his tweet yesterday?
Who, Zilich is?
Yeah.
No.
Where his win sticker fell off during the race.
Oh, yes.
Stuck to the spoiler.
Yes, I did.
I thought that was great.
Yeah, I think that I saw one that says if Lionel doesn't put that on the race-winning diecast, then we don't want it.
Then we're not buying. Yeah, I hope they do. Their race win, or not race win, but their raced diecast of the Allgaier Cup car from Daytona, they even where the tire blew out and it destroyed the front fender and everything, they put that in there. Like I was like, oh, look at you guys!
Did a
actually,
really good job.
That was actually a really good job by them at a time where I sometimes question the price of what these diecasts are now, but that was one that probably would be worth buying. So
someone in the chat just asked your thoughts on the 2026 San Diego road course.
Well, we haven't seen the actual layout yet.
Yep.
I will say that I expect it to be, well, Ben Kennedy says it's going to be around 3 miles. It is not going to be an intertwined 3 miles. It is going to be a very long, adventurous 3 miles.
Yeah.
Which I kind of like because it feels like you're actually driving somewhere then. What people love about Road America and other tracks.
Yeah.
If they utilize it laid out kind of how they showed it in the video, which they said it's not an official layout, I think it's going to be cool because you're going to get like a street course aspect to it. You're going to get that airfield aspect to it. And I think it's going to be an interesting race. Not much elevation change, though.
No. It's going to be flat.
Probably going to be bumpy, though.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Especially
My question is, are they going to allow them to use the runway?
So they said that they were not going to use active runways. At least Bob Pockers, I think, said that they're going to utilize
I did see that, yeah.
The apron area of the tarmacs and then the taxiways.
Yeah.
So
which will be really
bumpy.
cool.
Yes.
It's going to be bumpy as hell.
Yeah. Somebody did say flyover will be bananas. The flyover is going to be crazy.
Oh, if it's not full F1, I want the American flag coming off of everything. I want all of it.
I want them taking off of an aircraft carrier and then doing their flyover
and showing it.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's on Prime. It's going to be the best coverage we have.
Oh, is it? It is on Prime.
Yeah. I want to go to this race, but I also want to watch on Prime.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, it's Father's Day weekend, and it's Father's Day weekend. So,
as a non-father, I will have time to go and and check it out.
Yeah.
You unfortunately have responsibilities.
Yeah, somebody's got to have them, right?
Yeah, we'll let you do it.
Anyway, Xfinity race.
Oh, one of the truck drivers in the comments said they check your hard card when you're in uniform at Indianapolis. Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
That's so funny.
Yeah, I walked in with a crew shirt on. Nope.
No.
I had to pick up. We parked a car outside of Indianapolis, picked the guy up, put him in our car, and then drove in because he didn't have a pass.
So frustrating. Chicago, though. They didn't they didn't care if you were in uniform.
They didn't care about anything. We're not going there, Matt. We're not going there.
We're literally not going there next year, so it's okay.
Big news coming out of the Xfinity race. Thank God.
Yes.
Because it should have happened. Was Austin Hill is suspended.
Austin Hill suspended one race. NASCAR announced that today. Violated section like 4.4B and D and maybe 4.3 and something else. Basically, driving like an idiot. Actions detrimental to NASCAR. All the things. Driver conduct, I actually think, is what the actual ruling was on it. Doesn't matter. He will not be in Iowa this weekend. I'm sure Richard Childress is probably furious right now. But you can't right hook somebody on a speedway. I think everybody has the same. The thing about it is, I didn't do it on purpose. Buddy, You wore white gloves.
You literally can see his gloves do this.
I I don't know how your hand goes from here to 12 o'clock. Like, it's because you initiated contact with the 19.
So Denver said, when foreign countries like Australia and New Zealand's fans know that Austin Hill is a grub behind the wheel, his reputation is now down to an all-time low. I would say that his reputation is down under.
Down, very, very good. Well played, sir. Um, yeah, it's bad. So he will be taking the weekend off. He'll not be in Iowa. Maybe he'll be in Bristol this weekend watching the Braves play. It's gonna find me
With
and
you.
punch me in the face. Um,
My question is who is in the 21 car?
they're gonna go boring. It's gonna be Austin Dillon. I
Or
wish it
Kyle
would be
Busch?
Kyle Busch. I want if it's Kyle Busch, I'm actually kind of excited for it because like maybe he could win a race finally. But it's Austin Dillon. I'm not that excited for it. Who's their?
That's who I'm trying to think. Who's their backup
I don't know who their
driver?
backup
Like
reserve
their
driver is.
backup driver is Austin Hill.
Yeah. Maybe they put. Honestly, I don't know. I have no idea. I was
don't
just trying to
either.
think. Casey Kane, call him up.
Dude, that would be awesome.
He did Rockingham for him. They already got his
That-
mold.
That would be awesome.
Yeah, everybody seems to think that's gonna be Austin Dillon. I think so too.
I would say it's probably gonna be Austin Dillon. I wish it would be KB,
Yeah.
because that would be cool to see. I mean, heck, when was the last time he hasn't raced a Xfinity race this year, has he?
No, not this year.
He did a truck race in
He
Atlanta.
did. He's done his truck races this year. Also, we're supposed to see LaJoy in some truck races, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, did they announce Austin Dillon is in the 21?
I don't know. If they did, I missed it because we were doing this.
Yeah, I did not see that.
I'll have to double check. Now I'm scrolling through.
Has
Austin
he?
been suspended.
Corey LaJoy's done. I thought he was doing more, isn't he?
He's supposed to do more, but like maybe I just misread his schedule. But there's not that many races left in the season, and he's supposed to do 9, I think. And I'm pretty sure I haven't seen him since Michigan.
Yeah.
I don't know. Whatever. Maybe that's who they put in the car. He's available.
That's
He's getting
boring.
paid by somebody else, but he's available.
That's boring.
It is boring. Saw him this weekend too.
LaJoy?
Yeah, he was at the credential trailer. I was
You know
like,
what you know what he needs to do?
what's that?
Announce.
TV. He's good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's very good at it.
Very good. So Austin Hill suspended. Obviously, I think majority of people think it's well deserved. I'm sure they're gonna maybe appeal it. The biggest takeaway from it though is the fact that he loses all of his playoff points. So 21 playoff points down the drain. He had 6 more coming his way for where he was in points. So basically 27 points gone. He will start the playoffs now with 0 points and really face a big uphill battle trying to get back up there.
I would
And
say honestly, I
it's
think
tough.
he's lucky that he's in the playoffs.
Yeah. Well, because that was the old thing, right? Like, if you missed a race, like, you weren't playoff eligible anymore. But then NASCAR kept giving guys, Johnny Sauter got suspended for intentionally wrecking somebody, I believe, IRP. And NASCAR was like, oh, yeah, we'll give you a waiver. And it's like, what? You don't reward him for being bad.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
and now here, they're going to let you stay in the playoffs, which I get it. There's a lot of money from a sponsorship standpoint, everything that goes along with it. But you lose your playoff points, which I think is a decent trade-off for the most part. And, like, Austin Hill's fast. He should be able to advance out of that first round.
Oh,
even
for
without
sure.
his playoff
Because
points.
what's the first round for them?
I honestly don't know off the top of my head. One thing I wish NASCAR would do, and it's impossible with the way that the schedules are
Keep it
laid
all
out.
the same.
Yes, everybody at least starts the playoffs at the same race. But
Yeah,
I know
that's possible
it's
to do.
difficult. Bristol is their first
Bristol's
race.
their first week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bristol,
Bristol,
Kansas, Roval.
He should.
Now that I look at the lineup, I'm like, I don't actually know.
I don't either.
That second round should be okay for him. Las Vegas, Talladega, Martinsville. He can plow his way through at Martinsville. We've seen him do that. He can win Talladega.
Literally
We've seen
plow.
that. Yeah, literally. And then Vegas, they should have speed at. So
Yeah. That's gonna be interesting. That would be interesting.
it will be. Thoughts on Jimmy saying he wants to do more races next year? Jimmy Johnson. I'm fine with it. I know some people. This is from the chat. Sorry if you're
Yeah, I
listening to
saw it.
audio.
Yeah, I saw
Um,
it.
some people get upset about Jimmy ruining his legacy. He's got 7 championships. Nobody's ever taken that away from him. 83 Cup wins. If he wants to run 5, 6 races a year, I don't care.
Let him.
Yeah,
He owns the team. Who cares?
and it's a business, part for him as well.
Yeah, he owns the team. Who cares?
Somebody said LaJoy's supposed to do 7. Okay, if it's 7 and not the 9 that I had in my brain for whatever reason,
I thought it was 8 or 9.
Okay.
So.
If it's like in that range, he still has time to do that. Obviously, we still have the playoffs to go.
Yeah.
What if Austin Dillon hooks in Iowa? Oh my God, we don't need another.
Pulls a Richmond.
Yeah, pulls a Richmond. Gosh. Did Truex walk away from what feels like a season too soon? Like Jimmy, anyone, feel free, others in the comments. I don't think Truex walked away too soon. I think he walked away at the appropriate time.
I do too.
He still had the capability of winning races, but obviously something was missing.
Yeah.
There.
And honestly, like seeing what the 19 has done this year, he's done really well in that car. Briscoe has.
Yeah.
And to like compare it to what he did last year, Truex didn't do that well last year. Like, he had an okay year, but I think Truex left at the right time.
Yeah, but by Truex standards, it wasn't.
Yeah. I wish Truex would do some truck races.
I know. Why doesn't he? Get in there with Tricon.
Mm-hmm. When I was pitting for Tricon last year, there was a rumor that he was going to, but
here we are. There was a rumor, or he was supposed to be doing some Gibbs Xfinity stuff too, and now that hasn't seemingly.
Well, he was supposed to do some Cup races this year. He did what? One?
Yeah, wrecked out early and was gone. He showed up at Dover a couple weeks ago to see his brother run, but that was it. That only because it's like close to his house.
Yeah.
Also, I did see. Did you see the Reddit post this week about Martin Truex Jr. Aviation? So Truex owns a few planes that he leases out, but rents out or does medical flights with them.
Okay.
And he flew in somewhere, and somebody was like, "Does anybody know what this means? We have a small dirt track here. Is he thinking about buying it?" And I was like, "No, people have businesses. That's what this is.
Yeah,
it's just that."
People read into things way too much. You and I both know it.
Way too much, at times. And part of it, sometimes it's our fault, or specifically my fault, because
it's always your fault.
Yeah, because sometimes we have information, and I can lead you to water. It's up to you to figure out how to get it. Yeah. Unless I can explicitly say it.
Yeah.
So, which there's a situation like that happening right now, which we're all trying to figure out still. So
we're all trying to figure it out.
Well, let me say this. There are multiple situations, but there's a new one today that we're all still trying to figure out. We talked about it before we hopped on.
Dude, I've drank a Coke since then.
Okay, sorry. Real quick, truck race at IRP on Friday night. Lane Riggs goes to victory lane, led 160 of 200 laps, dominant performance for him. I think the story of the night, though, has to be who finished second, that being Corey Day.
Yeah.
Best finish to date in a NASCAR National Series. P2 finish for him. And I tweeted out during the race, the development is developing. Like, the development driver has started to figure it out. And it makes me really happy to see that, because I think that he's a good kid. I think he has a ton of speed. And I don't want to see Hendrick give up on this experiment too soon. And I think that a good run like that is enough to be like, hey. And I know he has a multi-year deal, but we know how that goes.
2 things that I took out of this race. One, I'm happy for Corey Day, because like him being good is going to be scary.
Yeah, once he figures it out. Yep.
Like once he figures that out, that's going to be scary. 2, I think this was the quietest dominant race we've ever seen.
It reminded me of like Majeski when he won, was it last year here?
The last 2 years?
Yeah, it was that. Yeah, you're right. Where he just gets out front and you're like, oh, okay, like,
yeah,
this is it. This is kind of how it's gonna go.
Like, it was a good race. It was a fun race to watch, but like, you're sitting there and you're watching the race, and I didn't realize how many laps that Lane Riggs actually led.
No, me either until they said on the broadcast and I was like, what? And I looked down at scoring and I was like, oh my gosh, yeah, you're right. I was too focused on everybody else. And that's
Yeah.
because IRP is such a good racetrack. You
Mhm.
have basically 3, maybe 4 lanes if you really want to do it. And you have basically everybody's driving different areas of the racetrack and it makes for a really fun race to watch.
Yeah, no,
And
it's a great track. Um,
somebody
I
got, oh, good.
I really think that it's probably one of the best tracks that that Truck Series goes to.
100%. And it makes me like wish that they had more of those short tracks on the schedule, like whether it be a Stafford, a South Boston, um, whatever else. Send the trucks to Salem, like, or up to Winchester. Like, let's do some weird things.
Screw
Uh,
it, send them to Bowman Gray.
you joke, but there's a chance that's going to happen
I,
in the next 5 years.
I'm here for it.
Yeah, it's going
I'm
to be
100%.
chaotic.
I don't want the Cup race there as a like actual
Oh no, points paying race.
race,
Yeah,
but I want the Truck Series there. Okay, pause. Question: will Team Penske expand to trucks in 2027 and switch to operations to Ram Dodge? No,
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 no.
they will not.
They've got a really good thing going. Also, one thing I think people don't, I don't think people think about the engine aspect to this. Dodge doesn't have an engine program yet. And
Nope.
Penske doesn't build their own engines. They get them from Roush Yates. So whoever becomes that factory Dodge team either will have to build an engine program or Dodge is going to have to build an in-house engine program or buy a team with an engine program
Yep.
already. And there's not many of those out there because
Nope.
TRD's engines come from Costa Mesa, from TRD.
Yep.
Hendrick engines come from the Hendrick shop and they supply a number of other teams. ECR engines,
Half of the
half the field. Yeah, half the Chevy teams are more than half probably. You have the
Xfinity
ECR.
and Cup.
Yeah, ECR engines, and then on the Ford side of things, you have Roush Yates.
Roush Yates.
So, yeah, unless Dodge is going to come in and try to buy RCR, like they're going to have to build their own engine program or have like an Ilmor engine.
Yeah.
Which
Technically I guess they could because
is a
Penske
Penske.
owns Ilmor.
Yeah, but no, I would not expect them to end
No,
up at Dodge.
I would not.
There's a factory Ford team. They have four Cup
They
cars.
have 4.
Yes, they
No,
could have 6.
they have 4.
They have 4.
It's a Penske car.
I know. Scarily enough, they could have 6 if they wanted to.
They technically could.
Yeah. Roger just writing checks.
He's got the money.
Roger's hoping for the downfall of 2311 Racing so that he can
What
have
people
world domination.
don't realize is how rich Roger Penske is.
Hang on a second. We mentioned Rich here. Can we talk about Richard Childress continually referring to his team as a blue collar team?
Of the NASCAR series, they are.
I understand where he's coming from, but when you're worth $250 million and own a vineyard, you can't say, I'm blue collar. You're just not.
But
You
okay,
were at a point.
So the stigma of RCR is that they are the blue collar team of NASCAR,
And that's partially because they refused to leave Welcome, North Carolina.
which, whatever. But
Oh, we're trying to get better. We're trying to hire more people. You know the easiest way to do that? Leave Welcome. Yes.
move to Concord.
Move to Concord. Yeah. There's a simple solution to a decent portion of the reason why they're not running competitively. And they're like, no.
They won't.
All
do
right,
it.
then.
It's not going to happen.
And I respect that in the sense of being like, we're going to do it our own way. I get that.
Mm-hmm.
Right? There's a reason Brake Hard is not a part of anything else because I am stupid and hard-headed and will continually try to keep doing this myself. Unless, of course, somebody wants to come along and write a check to me or hire me, then we can talk at that point.
We'll talk.
But up to this point, like none of that has happened, and I don't entertain ideas. Me and Richard Childress have more in common than he realized.
Yeah.
He has no idea who I am.
Nope. Not even a little bit.
You put 44 truck in our rundown. You want to talk about that real quick?
Yes and no.
Okay.
So I don't even know what happened. I talked to my buddies that are on that car or on that truck.
It was bad.
I know that all hell broke loose, right? Like we talked earlier, that it's hard to lose a tire on a 5-lug tire. And I need to actually like talk to my buddy who's the front changer on that car or on that truck and see what the hell happened. But That was wild.
He didn't just lose it. He ran it over.
He literally ran the car over, or ran the tire over.
Yes.
Yeah,
that was
impressive.
Wild.
I've never seen that.
I've never seen it happen that way before.
Yeah,
because I looked up at the TV and I just see the 44 truck going up, and I was like, "What happened here?"
I instantly. So one of my best friends is the gas man on that car, and I literally texted him. I was like, "What the hell just happened?"
Yeah, baffling. Like the time my neighbor growing up ran herself over. How does that happen?
Yeah, how did that happen? He was like, so apparently I think the truck wasn't high enough. But I don't know. I'm not saying that's for sure, but that's what I heard, is the truck wasn't high enough.
Interesting.
Doesn't make sense. But I digress. Yeah, so that's my 2 cents, 3 cents, whatever that is.
Last thing with the truck series, we have to talk about the guy who actually got disqualified after I don't know where Friesen actually finished at. But he led 20 laps on Friday night. I think finished like in the third-ish area.
Yeah, he had a top 5, top 10.
I thought he was in the top 5. Got disqualified. But on Monday night, he had an absolutely horrific wreck in his modified race up at Autodrome Drummond in Quebec, Canada. Goes off the track on the backstretch. There's no backstretch wall at that dirt track. Hits the turn 3 wall, which is just a blunt wall. Hits that, flips up in the air, lands on the wall, catches on fire, and then gets tagged by another car coming through who didn't realize. I mean,
I don't know how you
going to
see
a but
ball of flames, but
that all happened bang bang, and he clobbered him. And Friesen has a broken pelvis in multiple places and a fractured right leg as well. I did see his wife posted tonight that he's in critical but stable condition, and will be transported to a New York hospital tomorrow where his surgeries will take place.
Yep, he did.
Bad.
I feel sorry for the guy. The whole industry's thinking about him, obviously, right? So
yeah.
Hope for a speedy and healthy recovery for him. Yeah.
Good guy. One of those guys that, like we just talked about, kind of has been blazing his own trail. Competitive truck, race winner this year as well. Is committed to those big block dirt modifieds and is an absolute wheelman in them. Just unfortunately got caught out on Monday night. So yeah, obviously there's nothing from the team, anything like that. Fully expect him to miss races. I think that's a given.
Here's my question: do they put someone in that truck?
They're in the owner's playoffs, so I think you have to put somebody in. Yeah, just from a money standpoint.
Is he Ford or is he Toyota?
He is a Toyota.
He is a Toyota? I couldn't remember.
They switched a few years back.
Yeah. I mean, you could do a lot of good drivers in that truck.
Well, here's the thing. They can't put any Cup or Xfinity, Cup guys in the playoffs. So they could put one in for Watkins Glen if they wanted to, which they should. And then for the other races, they'd have to find an Xfinity guy that wants to run it.
Yeah, because you can do Xfinity, you can't do Cup.
Yeah. But you could get a guy like Almirola if he wanted to. He's available.
Screw it. Put AJ Almirola or AJ Allmendinger in it. Oh, no, he's Chevy.
Yeah.
I was thinking him in it for.
From the Toyota standpoint. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens.
You could put Almirola in it. You could put Martin
Truex Jr. Ryan Truex Jr. also available. I'm trying to think of who prospect-wise, who else they have. I guess
Corey. Oh wait, no, Corey won't be in it. He's driving his own truck.
Yeah, good point. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see who they end up putting in that truck going forward.
So Jamie just asked, why isn't Seabell facing suspension for right hooking? I don't know what they're talking about.
The Zane Smith crash at the end of the Cup race on Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
He's going down the backstretch, and Bell just makes us move to the left. And honestly, I think what NASCAR saw in it is they think that he was trying to slot in behind the 38, misjudged it horribly, and hooked Zane Smith into the outside wall there. I don't think there was any intention to it. And I've never seen Seabell do anything like that before. So
Yeah, I think the difference
track
between
record.
it and the Austin Hill one is Austin Hill literally got hit by him and then retaliated by turning into him and trying to hook him, right? So that's going to
Agreed.
be your biggest difference there. Like you said, I think the Seabell one is more of, hey, he's trying to fall in behind him or get close to him to side draft and got a little too close.
Yeah, unfortunate for him there, but I don't think that it warranted a suspension.
Not at
Warrants probably a conversation to be like, hey, don't do it.
Yeah.
Again. All right, moving on. One to go here. Cam wants to get controversial this week, so we are going with your top 5 drivers currently.
Go ahead.
Is this across the Cup Series, all series?
I'm doing Cup Series.
Okay,
I'm
Cup
just doing
Series.
the top 5 Cup Series drivers.
All right. I think we're all going to start off with number 1.
Yeah, I'm going number 1 to number 5.
Okay. Well, number 1 right now, I think just from a... Actually, you know what? Number 1, I'm going to go with Denny Hamlin.
Whoa!
He hasn't won a championship, but when you talk about winning races, all this dude does is find his way to the front half the time.
Hot take.
You want a hot take?
Top 5.
Not top 5? Wow. Who's your number 1?
Kyle Larson.
Okay, that was going to be my number 2. Because the 11 and the 5 always seem to find themselves at the front of these races.
I take that back. I do have him in my top 5.
Okay. Who's your number 2?
Actually, no.
Okay.
I don't. No, I don't.
We have no idea who's in the top 5 at this point.
I'm sticking to my guns. I don't
All right.
have him in the top 5.
Who's your number 2?
Who's your number 2?
I just told you.
Oh,
Kyle
you
Larson.
said Larson. Yeah.
Yeah,
Brian Blaney.
that's a hot take.
Brian Blaney is my number 2 driver right now. He
Wow.
always seems to be in the mix. If you take away the crappy luck he's had, he's having a phenomenal year.
True.
He is always there at the end of the year, and he will always be there at the end of the year no matter where the race is at.
All right. That's fair. My number 3 currently, Joseph Logano. Think about this. This guy had an average finish of 17.2 last year. Still managed to go to victory lane 4 times. When you talk about from a winning standpoint, Joey Logano will find his way to victory lane.
Yep.
Whether you like it or not. And
Yep.
most of the time people don't like it.
No, they don't, and I love it. And I love it. You ready?
He's also only 35, so he's going to be a pain in everybody's ass for like another decade.
Which is wild to think because I feel like he's been in the Cup Series for like 30 years right now.
Literally been here since 2009.
Which is wild.
Yeah. So
I
dumb.
was in middle school.
Yeah. He and Brad Keselowski won their first races in the same year. People forget that. Also,
Yeah.
David Rudiman did as well.
Yeah.
People forget.
My number 3, you ready?
Yeah.
Oh, Christopher Bell.
Ooh, that's a good pick.
Christopher Bell is my number 3. We have him as always up there. I feel like he is the number 1 driver at JGR.
100%.
Um,
Well, I say 100%, and I'm like, he's not in my top 5, but whatever.
yeah.
He's the future of Joe Gibbs Racing.
Yeah, I think he's the number 1 driver there. I think he took that over last year. And I think, honestly, I think he's going to be there again at the end of the year this year, if not fighting for that championship.
Agreed. I think that's a good pick. Number 4 on my end here, I am going to go with William Byron because he always has speed. He won 6 races last year, the year before. 3 races last year. Only 1 this year, but probably should have 3 or 4. Like, they consistently have speed. They've just had a problem closing races out recently.
Yep. Yeah. I'm going the opposite. I'm going his teammate.
Alex Bowman.
Yeah. No. I'm going Chase Elliott. If you're thinking right now, We've said it in the past couple weeks. He's the hottest driver out there right now. He's the most consistent driver out there right now. And arguably, he's running better than Larson right now.
Wildly consistent.
Yeah.
Average finish is like 11.2 this year or something like that.
Yeah. Like right now, he is the number 1 driver or number 4 driver in my book, and arguably could be higher up in this list.
I don't disagree with that. Average finish this year 10.1, actually better than I thought.
Yeah.
That is 2.5 positions basically better than the rest of the field. So for all the Chase Elliott fans that keep moaning about how their driver needs a new crew chief, how their driver isn't doing well, he's wildly consistent.
And honestly, consistency will win you a championship.
Yeah. The thing is, he only has 12 top 10s in 22 races, but
only
I know, I say
only 12 top 10s, and that's like top 3 in the series.
It would be tied for third. Yes.
Okay. Only my butt.
You know who he's tied for third with in top 10s?
Denny Hamlin.
Denny Hamlin, 12.
Joey Logano.
No. Alex Bowman.
Whoa.
Logano only has 5 top 10s.
Well,
Logano's average finish is 17.7. This is setting up exactly like last year. We're just running it back. We live in a simulation. Sorry, I lost my mind for half a second.
I digress.
My number 5. People aren't going to be happy about this at all. Like, not at all.
Do it.
Shane Van Gisbergen.
Whoa!
Because give me another driver that you can look at and be like, he's going to win at this racetrack. And right now, he's the guy we can look at and be like, he's going to win at these 6 racetracks.
Damn.
Nobody else is that dominant right now.
All I have to say to that is, damn. And I was the one who wanted to get controversial.
Listen, I told you.
I love it. I love it. My number 5 is Joey Logano.
Not bad. I mean,
my number 5 is Joey Logano.
He's incredibly consistent, so there's that.
Yeah.
He's incredibly consistent mid, but he's always good at showing up at the right time.
He shows up when it matters.
Yeah.
And you can't knock him for that, right? Like, you know for a fact at the end of the year he's going to be there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. It's crazy.
So to recap, I had Kyle Larson 1, Ryan Blaney 2, Christopher Bell 3, Chase Elliott 4, Joey Logano 5.
I had Denny Hamlin, Kyle Larson, Joey Logano, William Byron, Shane Van Gisbergen.
I think it's wild you put Denny Hamlin above Kyle Larson. I really do.
Yeah, I mean, it's kind of a toss-up right now.
Yeah, because Larson's not running very well right now.
Not running very well, like recency bias, obviously. But when you look at it over the last couple of years, those two guys have been the class of the field.
Yeah.
For the most part.
I think Denny's on the downhill.
He literally just won.
I don't care.
A week and a half ago.
I don't care. I think he's past his prime.
Well, he's got 2 more years at Joe Gibbs Racing to show us if he is or is not. I think he's going to have the Jimmy Johnson thing. I honestly think that like midway through next year, he'll win a race, and then that's going to be the last one that he ever wins. Like, I think that's the approach that's going to happen. He'll come back. A championship? No.
I don't know.
I don't think so.
I think if he doesn't get one this year, he's not getting one.
He's too in his head about it, in my opinion. And he even mentioned on his podcast this week, or he tweeted it out, that he would like to see NASCAR change the format because then maybe he could win one. And like, I think there's a self-awareness there, which I appreciate, but also, yeah. Bad for him.
Also, we didn't talk about it last week, about the Mark Martin thing, or did we?
I don't know if we did or not.
I don't remember, but that was wild.
I hate
they were just going after Mark Martin.
What annoyed me so much about that is the backpedaling that both of them did afterwards.
We did. No, so it wasn't last week. It was 2 weeks ago we talked about it.
No.
That was 2 weeks ago.
No, it wasn't. It was this past week.
Was it?
Yeah, because I made a TikTok about it.
We might have talked about it, you and I.
Yeah. Damn, old age is catching up with us.
You're getting gray hair, so yeah.
Right in the beard. So, burnout time, driver of the day from the Brickyard 400.
I want to go. It's Bubba.
Yeah, I mean, it's for me, it's a toss up between Bubba and Catherine Legg. One, Bubba capitalized. Two, Catherine Legg dragged a live fast car to a P17.
Literally drug it.
Yeah. So I think for me, it's one of those two. Also, like, throw Denny Hamlin. I know glazing Denny Hamlin here, but he started dead last on the field, finished third. Like, in a race that was really hard to pass, Chris Gale did a really good job strategy-wise. Also, one other thing we have to talk about real quick. When is Joe Gibbs Racing just going to acknowledge that Chris Gabehart is, in fact, the crew chief for Ty Gibbs? Because he called strategy. He talked to the media this week. He was on making the calls on top of the pit box.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's the crew chief.
Yeah.
We'll just say that going forward.
Yeah.
And Denny Hamlin just keeps winning with his old crew chief. So it wasn't a Chris Gale situation.
No.
Well,
no, it wasn't.
I shouldn't say that because we've seen some crew chiefs be bad with good drivers, go to somebody else and be good.
Right?
Yeah, it kind of depends on who you mesh
Sometimes you just don't mesh. It's like
No.
a good football coach with a good football team. Sometimes they just don't mesh.
I think a perfect example of that is Booty Barker. Never won a cup race, never did anything. And he was with some decently funded teams at times. Obviously, he was with that Geico Germain program for a while. But then he gets an opportunity with Bubba. They mesh really well, goes to victory lane twice. Like, it all kind of depends on that chemistry.
Yeah, 100%.
All right, so we are off to, move of the race. Do we have a move of the race?
I was going to say my move of the race was the Catherine Legg at the end of the race.
Okay, that was a good one.
Whole thing.
Yeah, I'd probably go with that because, well, there was no passes for the lead. So.
I was going to either say that or the strategy call to help Bubba win the race.
Yeah.
But
the call of the race. The not move of the race would be Almirola taking Justin Allgaier all the way to the wall on lap 3 on the front stretch in the Xfinity race. That was dumb.
No, the not move of the race is Austin Hill spinning.
Well, that too. That's just a given. That's
the not move of the year.
It's bad. All right, so we are off to Iowa this weekend. Land of the Corn, the Field of Dreams. I wouldn't call Newton, Iowa a Field of Dreams, but it's there. 7/8 of a mile. They love the 7/8 of a mile branding out at Iowa Speedway.
Yep.
Obviously, last year was the inaugural race there. Ryan Blaney went to victory lane. They have a sold-out crowd for this weekend, which everybody's going to be like, this looks amazing. They said Indy looked like crap.
We didn't even talk about that.
There's 40,000 more people at Indianapolis.
What? You were dead on with your TikTok that, there's 70,000 people here, but it looks like crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it can hold 250,000 people.
Permanent seats, yes.
Like, come on. Of course, 70,000 is not going to look good. And we're going to turn around and go to Iowa next week, and there's, 30,000 people, and everyone's going to praise it?
Yeah. Look at Iowa,
ridiculous.
sold out. It's an optics thing, and it's small brain thinking because it's like people hate reading books. But if you put pictures in a book, people all of a sudden are like, oh, this is fantastic. There's something to look at here.
Book.
Yeah. There's 70,000 people there. Yeah, but look at all the empty seats. Okay. There's 30,000 people here. Yeah, it looks sold out. But there's double the people over here. But yeah, look at all the empty seats. And it's like, oh my God.
It's all about the way it looks. Come on.
The other thing I want to point out real quick, because I don't want to go on too much of a rant because I could spend the next hour talking about this, is all the comments I get from people being like, they used to sell this track out. You're right. They did. Well, I wouldn't say sell it out, but like there used to be 200,000 people that would go to this race. The inaugural race, packed, sold out. Why was that? Because they'd never been there before. The same thing we see now. We still see that when we go to new racetracks, tons of people show up. All the races that had 200,000 people, they stopped having that after 2008. And you can say the tire issue, for sure, played a factor in it. What else globally happened in 2008? A global financial crisis.
Pandemic.
No, that was 2020.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, that was 2020. been a long
I was like, did I
day.
miss something? Like,
It's been a long day.
but a global financial crisis, a time when people had to make decisions on what they were going to cut out of their life and what they were going to keep in their life. And guess what? A lot of entertainment got cut out.
Yeah.
And that's where NASCAR started to really take a dip in terms of attendance. Then you have a number of big time sponsors leave, and there's less of a connection there with, basically, B2C, just all B2B now for the most part. Anytime we
Yeah.
get a new B2C sponsor, I'm pumped because, like, you can actually go out and buy a product for once.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know too many people that are going out and buying a Peterbilt or anything like that. So, there's a lot of factors that go into why people aren't going to the racetrack. It's not just one thing. And maybe I'll do a video on
the
it.
car sucks.
Yeah, now the car sucks. So that aspect does play into it as well. I did see somebody begging for a DRS type system on Cup cars, and I can only
that's
think
the only way they're going to pass.
I can only. Well, the problem is in Formula One, you get stuck in a DRS train.
Yeah.
The same thing is going to happen here when everybody's running nose to tail down the straightaway at Indianapolis with their wings laid down. Nobody's going to be able to pass. So I don't know what
we need a new car.
Yeah, but even the Gen 6 car race bad here. Gen
But
5
I'm just
car,
saying in general, we need a new car.
You'll probably get it in 4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who do you got for winning Iowa?
I'm going to go with I'm trying to think. I don't even know who ran well in this race last year. Iowa, to me, last year was one of those races that people from Iowa aren't going to be happy about it. It felt a lot like Gateway to me. It existed. I know who won, but I don't remember anything else from it.
Yep. Well, Gateway, we had a lot of, exploding rotors.
We did have that. Byron finished second. Oh, yeah, that was the storyline from last year. Now I remember.
Mm-hmm.
Stenhouse finished fifth. So go ahead and try to make your picks off of that. I'm actually going to go with Christopher Bell winning. I think he's going to get back on track eventually.
Okay.
My dark horse, Josh Berry.
That's not bad. That's not a bad pick. I want it pointed out. I did say that Todd Gilliland would have a top 10, and he did.
He did. P6.
Mm-hmm.
Great run for Todd.
Yep.
Said
it was a
hello
lot
to
of
me.
strategy, but it worked.
He remembers me still, so that's
did he?
He doesn't know you. You pitted for him. Doesn't know you. Does know me.
Which is wild.
Yeah.
I'm going back-to-back modified.
Back-to-back modified?
Joey Logano.
How is this back-to-back?
Because Penske won last year.
Oh. I was like, what did we miss? Okay, that makes sense.
I think Joey Logano is going to run. I honestly think this could be one of those Penske runs well. I think it could be a top 5 or top 10 with all 4 Penske cars in it.
I don't think that's a bad idea. I'm just reluctant to think that all of them can do it. Not that they can't.
One will probably blow a tire.
Yeah. Seems to be a theme with them. Penske this year has, across all their series, has been a tick cursed.
Across all their series. What are you talking about? They only have one series.
All right. Moving on. Oh, I understand where you're going with that. I meant everything else, but yes, in the other series that they also participate in NASCAR, haven't had the best luck.
Yes.
Remember, this weekend's race is on USA. It is the first week of the NBC portion of the schedule.
Get NBC back now.
Yeah, so you have Lee Diffie calling races. I'm actually surprised that this race is starting at 3:30, so probably like a 3:47 green flag East Coast time. So like 2:47.
We're not going there.
We're not 2:47 Central Time. I think that the corn sweat heat is going to be out of the area by then. I think it should be probably in the low 80s, but yeah, that could have been a hot race if it was this past weekend.
Yeah.
Not that it wasn't hot at Indianapolis. I don't know what I'm talking about. But we've got Xfinity, Cup, and ARCA on Friday night. I'm headed to Bristol for the baseball game on Saturday, so I will miss the Xfinity Series race.
A lot of baseball in this weekend.
Yeah. Dodgers yesterday, Dodgers tomorrow with the Reds, and then Braves on Saturday. Yeah. Gonna see Otani pitch tomorrow.
Yeah, we are.
Yes,
I'll
Cam
be
is
wearing
making a
my
field
Ohtani
trip to
jersey.
Cincinnati. All right. Let the people know where they can find you at on social.
At _ Full Send Racing. You can follow the podcast at Closing Laps. We are going to be changing the logo to this logo. When Matt sent it to me. No, other side. Oh, there you go. There you go.
On my screen, it's over here.
Oh, see, on my screen, it's over there.
Oh, interesting.
Interesting.
Now we look like fools.
Just do this.
Double guns. Yes, you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook at Break Hard Blog, TikTok at Break Hard, and I will have the audio version of this up later, so you guys can all listen to that. Yep. And thanks for hopping in for the first live stream. Probably do this again next week. We'll see how it goes.
We'll see.
Yeah. See y'all then.
Dodgers.